Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Marvel Legends Series 2, Marvel's Wrecking Crew, and of course this is Thunderball. Get a good look at him here in the packaging. Now, I ordered a case off of BigBadToyStore.com. From the majority of the reviews I've seen on YouTube, Thunderball is the harder to get of the two, of course, Thunderball and Piledriver. And I am hoping that in the next wave we'll get, Bulldozer and the Wrecker and complete our Wrecking Crew. Yeah, but the way they're doing it is they're shipping them obviously just like the last wave, one standard case, one variant case. So you just gotta search. Oh, and he comes with the head and the little remote of Arnim Zola. On the back of the packaging here, a very nice picture of both of them. And it says Marvel's Wrecking Crew. Marvel's Wrecking Crew, destroyers of buildings, man and the heroic will. Zola when he's done, Dark Wolverine himself, Bucky Cap, Drax, Phantom X, Madam Mask, and Big Time Spider-Man. So enough being said about the packaging, let's open him up. And here we have Thunderball out of packaging. Now real quick, his how to put Zola together. And of course something continuing over from the last line, which I really like. Each figure gives you a little bit of the read-up of some of the backstory on the character. That's just telling you how him and Red Skull kind of ran into each other during World War II. Of course, the piece of Zola, it's his head. Well, I guess you could call this his head. It's the main head of his robotic body that his consciousness is in. And this little remote, not quite sure what this is supposed to do. But tossing those off to the side here and getting a better look at Thunderball. And man, Thunderball is a fantastic looking figure. I love the Wrecking Crew. That's why I'm digging the fact that Marvel Legends is doing such bigger scale figures, because they did actually get Marvel Universe figures, but these, even in comparison to other figures, are so much more bulky and massive. 1 second, we'll get a quick comparison in. Just one of the only Marvel Legends I have offhand here, which is Hope from the Return of Marvel Legends Series 1. Get him at a better stance here, and he's not even standing at his full height, and you can just see in comparison how unbelievably massive he is compared to her. So I'm really digging that. They're definitely going to stand out in your collection. Now, I've been told that this is, you can hear me reaching for my shelf, this is a reused Warpath body, and there is some similarities, but it looks like in general, Thunderball is a bit bulkier, which I'm assuming means that Piledriver is as well, because they use the same body with a different head sculpt to my knowledge. So, yeah, looks like they're a little bit bulkier than Warpath. I'm throwing him down here. Now his accessory, which also does come with the Piledriver if you get it, even though it is Thunderball's weapon. Of course it's his Wrecking Ball. I was really surprised to see that the chain holds its shape permanently. I'm not too crazy about that. Now if you want him in a pose like I had him, just standing here with a chain, Wrecking Ball resting on the ground, it's fun, but for a lot of the more dynamic poses you want to do, like him in action, spinning this thing around his head, a more pose, more out, or maybe a bendable chain would have been better, but, for what I want it for, it's perfectly fine. Now, let's go into this guy's detail, if I can stand him up here. Of course, detail on the ball and chain is great. A lot of really nice metallic shading, just fantastic. And once again, he falls down. Get him in a little bit better pose. And there we go. So, really good job on that face sculpt. It's got a very nasty little sneer going. Now, I've heard some complaints about the Piledriver's paint around his hair. This guy doesn't seem to have that issue. The hair is fine all the way around. No major paint errors from what I can tell whatsoever throughout the figure. Just very great, very good shade of green on his costume. Nice bright shade of yellow on his outfit as well. So, zooming back out. As far as his articulation, Thunderball does up and out the head, and actually he's got this little slide deal going at his neck here. Like that. That's kind of neat. I think that's new. Very nice crunch at his abdomen. Of course, full 360 despite his belt, which moves freely. Arms are on a ball joint. Do a full 360, go out, up. Take it back about the paint. There's a tiny bit of yellow right there at his arm. You'll never notice that, though. Not in the poses I'm doing, at least. Spin at the bicep, single jointed at the elbow, spins at the glove. So, legs, of course, also on a ball joint. Go out, spin at the quadricep, double jointed knee. Ankles joint. It also has a pivot, I believe. Yep. And toe joint. So some fantastic articulation on Thunderball. Now, the Marvel Legends Wave 2 is I hear a lot of reports of it showing up at Target. I work at Target. I haven't seen it there yet. Hopefully I'll see it soon enough so I can get my hands on the variants I'm missing from this series. I'm a big fan of the Wrecking Crew. I think they're kind of they're in comparison to Marvel what the Rogues are, the Flash villains Rogues are to the DC universe. Everyone thinks they're a joke, but when you actually get into them, they're a huge powerhouse, and you know they definitely deserve figures. I can't wait to find Pile Driver. I can't wait to hear if they're going to do Wrecker and Bulldozer in Series 3. This guy is a tad pricey online at the time of making this video. Like I said, Wave 2 still not quite out there. This guy I saw running $40 around there's a buy it now. I mean, running around $40 for buy it now auctions, although I did see him hitting 50 in some. So just keep an eye out. I'm sure eventually he'll be, well stocked in areas. I absolutely love him. The ball and chain, I think they could have done a few more interesting things on. Gotta get him in a better pose here. But, for what it is, it works well and it suits my purpose just fine. I highly recommend picking this guy up. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.